The inspiration behind the collection was, I'd say, kind of geometry in its most basic form. I was really interested in designing pieces that were interrelating, so different pieces that could fit together and you could buy a set. So stacking rings are really popular at the moment, so developing maybe a stacking ring set that didn't just fit together when it was on your finger, but fit together, as you'll see in the collection, but with both hands or with someone else having the part that interrelates with yours. So that was my biggest influence. I started in traditional manufacture, learning how to do everything by hand from start to finish using wire and sheet. 3D printing for me has completely revolutionised the way I work. It's enabled me to try some things. If it doesn't work, I save the file, I move on to a new one. I can go back to that point in my file and use that as a basis. So for me, it's just opened so many doors, yeah, and enabled me to create different sizes of things and save those separately, and it's been brilliant. Yeah. The 3D printing technologies that I want to work with more personally are ZBrush, and that's partly, so the program itself is partly because I saw another one of your designers is amazing at it, a guy called Morgan, and that really inspired me, and I think a lot of my designs would really benefit from that more sculptural forming, and at the moment I'm working much more in kind of more basic shapes, kind of squares, circles, and using those to create more sculptural things, but I think using a program like ZBrush would really help me as a designer. Life as a My Mini Factory studio designer has been brilliant. It's given me the opportunity to keep creating, but for a purpose. I think often you need a kind of incentive or something to keep you designing all the time, and I think it's just been a great opportunity for me to always have something to be designing for and an audience to be designing for, and also it's a network, it's a support network, it's an opportunity to give me like ways of promoting and kind of being on a platform. So I think for me it's really benefited my work, and also seeing the work from other designers has been great and a really good inspiration.